they should know better. Let's start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Welcome to another live lesson. You just heard the name of it. I was watching this video here. Can an Israelite man have multiple wives? Rebuke on the IUIC. Elder Pastor just did this video. And I was watching it, and it's either two things. Either these guys don't know, which I refuse to believe that, or they're just very deceptive, like their leader. Remember what the scriptures say about as the leader of the city is, so are his people, or something like that. Something along those lines in the Apocrypha. And these guys should know better than this, man. I mean, on the whole, adultery thing, but what I'm going to speak on is particularly on what this individual here said, in the beginning. Was there just one Adam and one Eve? Was it just one? Did he take out, how many ribs did he take out? So that's deceptive, unless he just don't know, but like I said, I refuse to believe that, because the Bishop Nathaniel knows better than that. And what I mean by that is that there were many people created in the beginning. Many people, not just one or two, and so the way he's posing the question is like, it was just Adam on the earth, that's it, he just walking around, and all of a sudden the Lord made him go to sleep and pulled an actual rib out of him and made Eve. That's not what happened. Now, that's not what happened. When it spoke about taking the rib out, it means somebody that was related to him, a relative. That's what a rib means. She is now bone of my bone and rib of my ribs, or something like that. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, because she came out of Adam's family line. All right, and there's scriptures to prove that, but that'll be for another lesson. What I want to do is go ahead to Genesis 1:20. Right, this is the beginning of the creation. When you go back to the beginning, and God created the heaven and the earth, which that is dealing with Yahushua and the angels. We've done many lessons on that. Lord's will, if Spirit allows, I'll touch on that in another lesson, on the back to the basics. But this says here, and the power said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life. Is not man a creature? Does not man have life? Do they not move? Let's go real quick just to prove that point real quick. Go to 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. It says, therefore, if any man be in Yahushua, he is what? A new creature. It's not talking about the creature from the Black Lagoon or some mystical creature. It's talking about created. Old things have passed away, behold, all things have become new. So he becomes a new creature, a new creation. Because the word creature goes back to the word create. When you go here to the word creature, this one here is sharatazah, which is creeping thing. But you also have the word create, which is where you get the word creature from. Let's see, created here. You have the word bara'ah, which the word bara'ah means to create. To create shape, form, okay? So now, this particular one, in the 20th verse, is dealing with creeping things. Creeping things that have life, and that fly above the earth in the open firmament of the heaven. And it's really here, actually, in the 21st verse. And the powers created great whales, which are sea monsters, like Leviathan, and every living creature that moveth, right, living creature. Living is chaya, which is life or live, and creature here is napash, which goes back to the word soul. All right, that moveth, ramash. So this is talking about actual people on the planet, right? It says, and the powers created great whales and every living creature that moveth which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind, and the power saw that it was good. So there were many people created at the beginning. Let me see if I can find this one precept. I don't think that word is there, but oh yeah, it is. Barakateh how about Shemal Shai. So it's 2 Ezra 6. 2 Ezra 6. Let me get the actual verse. And 49. Let's go straight to the point. Second Ezra 6 and 47. I'll start. Because when you go here to Genesis 1 and 21, right? 20. The 19th verse is, "And the evening and the morning were the fourth day," meaning the ending of the fourth or the 4,000th year of creation. Right? Then this is the beginning of the 5,000th year. And this is when the Most High created great whales, which are sea monsters, and every living creature that moveth, which includes man. All right? Men, women, children. When we go here to 2 Ezra 6 and 47, "Upon the 5th day, thou saidest unto the 7th part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fishes, and so it came to pass. For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things, that at the commandment of the Most High, that all people might praise thy wondrous works. Then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures, the one thou callest Enoch, and the other Leviathan." And Enoch, I believe, goes back to learnt man, if I'm not mistaken. "And the other Leviathan, which was a sea monster." So man and the sea monsters and the fish and the creeping things and the fowls were all created upon the 5,000th year in abundance. All right. When we go to Genesis, the 5th chapter, in the 1st verse, this is the book of the generations of Adam. "In the day that the powers created man, in the likeness of the powers made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam," in the day when they were created. All right. So there were many people created at the beginning. So it wasn't just no Adam and Eve. Because if it was only Adam and Eve, then where did Cain get his wife from? Or his wives from? Where did the sons of the Most High get their women from, their wives from? If there was only just Adam and Eve. You know, that's why I said either these guys are being very deceptive, this guy here in particular, or he doesn't know, which I believe, I refuse to believe that he doesn't know. Because one thing Bishop Nathaniel learned back in One West is that there were many people created at the beginning, and they teach that. So, you know, they should know better than that. All right, so that's pretty much all I wanted to say on that. Shalom. Hope that you were edified.